I wish good things to you who's watching this. I am Alexey, and this is episode 7 of Carcassonne Move of the Week, a series of videos in which I showcase the most spectacular play from the currently ongoing World Cup of Carcassonne. The 7th and final round of the group stage has recently concluded. The position on the screen occurred in a match between two teams that we haven't covered much on this channel, Team Italy and Team Malaysia. The reigning Italian champion Giulio Tomao is playing the Red Meeples against the Malaysian player with a screen name Kaika87. This is an early middle game position, so anything could still happen in this game, but Red already has a bit of an advantage. Red has 4 extra points on the scoreboard, a menacing open city on the right, and 2 extra meeples to work with. On the other hand, Black has the control of the main field in the center of the board. It has 3 completed cities on it, so it is worth 9 points. And given the number of open squares, it could grow much more than that if left unchecked. So what do we do about it as Red? If you're a Carcassonne player yourself, pause the video right here and let me know in the comments where would you place the curve that Red currently has in hand. But for the rest of you, I'll reveal the answer in 3, 2, 1. There are actually several legit moves. You could go over here, drop a farmer, and essentially equalize the field. There are still 8 curves remaining in the deck that would fit into this hole, so all the field meeples will be connected and the fields will be tied. 2 meeples for Black and 2 meeples for Red. An alternative idea, and this is what I would have played, is to go over here and meeple the farm on the right. Then we're hoping for one of the 7 remaining straight lines. When we get one, not only do we connect the meeple into the farm, but we also get those sweet extra 4 points for this road. However, the Italian player came up with something more creative. He placed this curve over here and dropped a farmer like that. Now, this move can seem strange even to experienced players at first sight. There is only 1 tile remaining in the deck that would fit into this hole and connect all the farmers, the monastery with the road. But if Red is the one to draw it, not only did he connect the fields, but also he scores 9 instant monastery points. On the other hand, if Black draws the monastery, then Black scores the monastery points, so it's a coin flip situation. And it seems like Red is adding unnecessary variance into the game. Moreover, the coin flip slightly favors Black due to the odd number of tiles remaining. There is a slightly above 50% chance for Black to draw the monastery tile and a slightly below 50% chance for Red to draw this tile. And if we calculate the expected value of Red's move, we get minus 0.18 points. It's only a slight minus. But still, why make a move that gives you negative points in the long run instead of making one of the many moves that score positive points in the long run? Here's the idea. If Black wins the coin flip, yes, he does score the 9 monastery points, but it's something that Red can come back from. Also, Red would gain a bit of compensation in the form of not having to spend moves on bringing his meeples into the main field, because when Black scores the 9 points for the monastery, the Red meeple would come into the field automatically. But if Red wins the coin flip, the value of that is much greater than mere 9 points, because actually he has no intention of placing the monastery in this square. Let's see what happens later in the game. A couple of moves later, Red meeples this road, at the same time preparing to bring in his top farmer into the main field, and completes both the road and the field connection. A few more moves later, Red draws the monastery, but instead of placing it over here for 9 points, Red places it over here, meeples it for 5 points, and brings in his other farmer into the field, leaving the Black farmer stranded forever on this little 3-point field. As a result, Red has control of the main field with a 2 versus 1 meeple majority and a huge advantage overall. He has more points on the scoreboard, more free meeples to work with, The main field has huge growth potential and will be very hard for Black to equalize unless they manage to free up some meeples from their other features on the board. Black would need a miracle to win this position, but spoiler alert, the miracle does not happen. Red wins the game with a 17-point difference, and Team Italy convincingly win the match. Team Italy did not manage to qualify for the playoffs nevertheless, but still, this win was a nice way to finish the tournament. Red's unorthodox farmer on move 43 looked as a reckless gamble at first sight, but in fact it was the start of a devious plan of sneaking in 2 farmers all the way around the critical square. It's a great example of how you can get creative with the fields to win Carcassonne games, which is why this backstabbing Italian farmer is this week's Carcassonne move of the week. Meeple the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe for more competitive Carcassonne content like this. And of course, if you're following the World Cup of Carcassonne and see a move that you believe deserves a spot in the Carcassonne Move of the Week segment, do let me know by sending me a link to the game and the move number. You can do so through this YouTube channel's email address or by messaging me directly on Board Game Arena. Thank you so much for watching, and I'ma see you soon.